Hey everybody, so this is Proshka here, your patient advocate, and all around trying to make the world a better place person here. So two things came up this week for me, and I just did a video on privacy and how specifically your healthcare data. So that was one that was really seemed to be an issue that people did not know. Or well, some people said yes, they know, and some people said no, they don't know that healthcare data belongs to them. Nurses, doctors, institutions are custodians of data. They do not own it. You own it. So let's just be very clear on that. Number two, the other thing I've heard some people say is they were afraid to even consider that something is confidential and that it has to be signed or notified. They do believe that for some reason, that information, even within sessions, even with your doctor, that it is not confidential. It is absolutely confidential and private. Let me say that one more time. It is absolutely confidential and private and should not be shared unless you give verbal consent or written consent for it to be shared, depending on what is being shared and who is being shared with. So it's really important. Your healthcare data is not to be shared unless you give consent within your circle of care. And number two, even when it's written, when you go to a specialist, that data is shared with someone within your circle of care. But it should not be shared with anyone that is not within your healthcare field who's not taking care of you. The other thing that has come up with this since my last video is that some people kind of misunderstood, not some people, I should not say this, people who apparently know this, but do not understand. And I had a bit of a conversation around this, that we are regulated by the Regulated Health Professions Act in Canada. Each province administers it slightly differently. All healthcare professionals that are licensed must do so in a private and confidential manner. Same goes for the US. They have boards. They have regulating boards that give a license. And this is not just in US and Canada, it is around the world. Each area has some sort of privacy and confidentiality regulations and laws. So does the EU, so does Asia, and so on. And you can even get certified if you wish, and you can even take courses at different universities here. And I know there's one particular one in York University. So the point is, all of this is regulated, and it is kept within a certain, it's stored in a certain place as per regulations, whether it's healthcare data or even when it comes to businesses, banking, financial data, and so on. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up. The other thing that I have noticed of late, and this is a more difficult topic, it's about grief and loss. And recently, a lot of people have shared information around grief and loss, and in many different ways, whether it's loss of a job, loss of a loved one. I really highly encourage everyone to talk to someone when they are going through any sort of loss, whether it's loss of a job, loss of a loved one, even loss of a function, whether they're gaining, losing weight, whatever. If they're really stressed, there's many places that you can get help. I really encourage you to get help. You can just go to your family doctor and see how they can assist you at the beginning. And it's not about getting medication, but it's more getting a referral, whether it's social work, whether it's psychotherapy, whether it's counseling, whatever works, even, going to clergy, reverends, priests, imams, rabbis, they can also help. But I encourage you to talk to someone about your challenges and who that you feel comfortable with, that you trust. Now, remember, again, the same applies. If you are a if you go to a healthcare professional that is licensed, they're registered, then they are to abide the confidentiality. And so goes for clergy as well. So I really encourage everyone to get help. But the other one is, remember, private and confidential. I just wanted to put this out there because there was a lot of questions around this. And I don't want this to be a confusing one. It isn't confusing, but it is something that if you're really, really concerned, then make sure that you get the right information and that you go see the right person. That's it for today. See you guys later. Bye.